Welcome back. We are continuing on with our marathon live broadcast from South by Southwest. I'm Mark Martinez with the Austin Horror Society.
Eddie Wright with Zombie Life Podcast.
And we are joined by all the folks from the Smiling Man. And one of the things that's really great about South by Southwest is that we get a chance to check out all these really great films, and especially for horror fans like us, this is like
big deal.
Yes, this is like Christmas.
Yeah.
We get all these gifts. So we're going to start at the end, and we're going to have everybody introduce yourselves and say what you did on the film.
My name is David Holechek, and I was the director of photography.
Melanie Leandro, I was lead special effects makeup.
Ben Shoop, I was set photographer and helped out shoot the makeup tests.
My name is AJ Briones. I wrote, directed, and edited the film.
Tefft Smith, I produced Smiling Man.
Ooh.
All right, so let's start at the beginning, and we're going to try to keep this this kind of spoiler free for people who haven't gotten a chance to check it out yet.
It's going to be hard. I got questions.
Yeah, no, we really dug it. We really dug the film. Can you start off by telling a little bit about coming up with the concept of it, of giving birth to this
Right.
this monstrosity, this horror little gem.
Yeah. Well, so this is my second film, basically, and in my first film, I threw everything at it. There was an action sequence, there was a montage, there was a lot of dialogue, and at the end of the day, while we're still kind of proud of the film, I felt like there was a lot of people talking about stuff and telling story instead of showing story through visual storytelling. And so what I wanted to do was kind of remove some of those, from myself and just try to do visual storytelling. And the one thing that we were trying to do was come up with ideas, like really creepy ideas, to tell something short and sweet as just like kind of an exercise. And we really wanted to do a tight 2-minute film, and of course we ended up blowing that up. But anyway, my producer Tefft, we were basically brainstorming to come up with crazy ideas, and Tefft kind of came up with the idea for what you see at the end of the film, and I wrote a script around it, but it was okay. But I like to work in allegory, and so for me, it didn't really come together until I had all these conversations with my girlfriend and realized that the world for me is completely different than the world through my girlfriend. Especially if you're a woman, and especially if you're an attractive woman, the world's just completely different. It's just more of a dangerous place. 'Cause I could have these interactions with people, and if I talk to Eddie, and it's like I could come away and go, hey, he's a nice guy. But if you're a female and you just talk to someone and they're really nice to you, I think always in the back of their heads there's always that bit of hesitance as far as is there anything else going on here?
Right.
And that's kind of what's at the heart of the story.
Are you guys at liberty to talk about what it's about? Like what happens in the beginning, middle, and end? Or can you tell the story of the Smiling Man and briefly, secretively, or if not, if not, then I can go into some other deep questions.
Yeah. I mean, basically, it's the story of a little girl that's home alone. There's a monster in the house, but it's an allegory about a woman's introduction into this world of man.
I want to know how the mother of the daughter feels in a movie like this, because I all the time I see a little a child is crying or something, and my wife is like, "Oh my God, that's so sad," but I'm like, it really is sad to the child because that's a real baby really crying from something that scared them. So I always wonder about how it all comes together. What kind of feet do you have to step on to make a film like this come together and be so good?
You want to talk about it, Tefft? I mean,
Sure. We were very fortunate. Luckily, the mother in the film was actually the same mother as the little girl that we casted.
Okay.
So she is a filmmaker in Sacramento, and so she comes from film, and she wanted her daughter to be involved with this. And when she got the script from us, she was more excited than anything
Right.
to have her daughter be a part of it, and her daughter just loved the idea of doing something scary.
Yeah.
And we were fortunate where what we did is we had a couple of different processes where we had Dave, who was the Smiling Man, start off only in makeup from his arm down, and that was his first interaction with her. And everything else was we had little whiskers and stuff on him and a cat nose. So
I
that
see.
it was all like introducing her to a Smiling Man. So when she never fully saw the Smiling Man fully,
Ever.
but
Oh, thank God.
not during the shoot.
Okay.
But what she did is she fell in love with Dave, so she was able to have interactions with Dave without being terrified of Smiling
Okay.
Man, but still did an amazing performance.
Yes.
It was an 8 o'clock. It was an 8-hour makeup process. So basically, since Abby was only 6 years old, we shot it on her 6th birthday.
Oh my
actually.
gosh.
Yeah.
It just happened to be
We
cool
had
stuff.
we had a birthday party. There were balloons. There was a clown. It was a party. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it was an 8-hour makeup process, and because she was only 6 years old, legally we only had her on set for 6 hours. So it was a real scheduling kind of thing in order for us to get everything there. So what we did for the for the first part of the day, Melanie was basically with Dave just trying to get the makeup through, and for the first part of the day we were shooting everything with Abby, and as soon as the hands were done, which was maybe like 3 or 4 hours into it, then we brought Dave in just to do some of the shots with her, and then he goes back in the makeup chair, we do some more stuff with Abby, and then the back was done, and so we did some of the overs. And so if you really pay attention to the short, they were really only together in the film for a few shots, and the rest of it was kind of shot out of sequence. And then by the time she wrapped, we finished, his makeup was done, and then we got to do all the really, really fun stuff.
You were talking about the film being from a female point of view.
Yeah.
And talking about that. And taking the question over to Melanie as the effects artist on the film, as a female effects artist. Can you talk a little bit about your job on it, and which was wonderful. Your makeup effects were amazing.
The whole
Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about
about being a female makeup
Oh,
artist?
no, just your work on it.
Okay.
Or you can talk about being a female makeup artist.
Well, as far as, most people think of a makeup artist as a female, but actually in the special effects world, it's actually more of a male-dominated industry. So, yeah, I definitely agree with what you were saying as far as, a cute girl talking to a guy and just being nice, and, there's always that lingering back of your head, like if I'm talking to a client or whatnot, that they're kind of not taking me as serious. So, yeah, it just kind of, I definitely agree with the idea behind it.
What did you use for the blood? Was it chocolate milk with strawberry syrup, or what's the secret? Because the blood is good. I've talked to people. They're like, no, we use real cow blood. And I'm like, I don't know.
It's not sanitary.
Yeah, I know.
No, it was store-bought blood
Cool.
from a makeup store in
It
LA.
looks really good. I don't
Yeah.
know if there's like a super awesome filter that you use, but that was
No,
awesome.
we did blood tests months before.
Yeah, months before the
Months
film, we did a
before.
bunch of makeup tests. So
Consistencies, different colors, different darknesses. We wanted it really rich, really dark.
Yeah. What I noticed is that it did not mix with the makeup. The makeup seemed to be in place, and it didn't mix with that, which is something that stood out to me. As much as the film kind of panning very slowly in and out. Who shot the film? You shot it?
Mm-hmm.
Excellent job of bringing that whole thing into play.
Yeah.
And it was creepy.
And that's one of the things I wanted to bring up about achieving the look of the film.
Mm-hmm.
It has this almost dreamlike look to it.
Yeah.
At the same time, can you talk a little bit about getting the what went into the cinematography of the film?
AJ and Tefft had already kind of boarded out a lot of the look of the film when I came on, and it's really just kind of collaborating on getting the look and the vision that they're going for. I think we went for a real kind of classic cinematic approach to it. Long trucking shots and lots of dolly use and using the camera and the movement of the camera to build up the suspense. Just very, very classic kind of cinematic approach to it, I think, which is cool, I love that kind of thing. And then once we just had to get some distinct looks for the bedroom, the hallway. When they get to the kitchen, we wanted each different setup to have a unique feel and style to it, and build that that slow burn kind of feel of foreboding to the whole thing, which is pretty
Yeah,
cool
it's
to
pretty
work
cool.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was it like? Because it screened last night with the midnight shorts over at Alamo Draft House.
Yes.
And what was it like getting to watch it with a South by crowd like that?
Okay, so to be honest, I never in my wildest dreams thought that, this little short would make it to South by. In fact, these guys are telling me to submit it to places like Sundance and South by. I didn't submit anywhere. I put it to South by, but I thought I was just throwing my money away. And the way I kind of rationalized it is that, until we get the letter saying that we didn't get in,
I gotta go with the ticket.
all I'm paying for is the dream. I'm paying for I get to walk around and pretend that maybe they'll give us the call. But yeah, it was fantastic. We got there. Every seat was kind of filled, and I was just telling the guys earlier, you could not imagine a better response. Like we got everything we kind of wanted out of it. People were kind of freaking out. It was fantastic.
We had a great little button towards it, whereas right when the film ended and the credits were about to start, we just heard this one girl go, "Oh my God!" So it was kind of awesome.
That's cool.
That's the response you want.
That's the great thing about a South by crowd. Is that right? I mean, they get into it. It's a
You can
great-
tell right away if people are into it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's screening again during South by. Can you tell us when the next time people are going to get a chance to check it out?
Ben?
It is at the Ritz Monday 9.
Yes.
And it's at the Ritz again on Thursday at 10.
Yes.
So everybody out there, you got another chance to check it out. Don't miss it. Like I said, we really dug it. We love having these guys here, and we can't wait to see what y'all have coming up for us next.
No, thank you very
Awesome.
much.
Thank you
It's
so
been a
much.
pleasure.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks.
Huge shift in a fight. Like there was like some coming over from one hill and some coming from the other hill, and there's going to be a battle in the middle with swords and tentacle monsters. It was going to be horrible.